Jada got mad. Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show?
We don't talk about Jada. No, no, no.
That was a nice one. Okay. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow.
It had been so long since I felt good.
While everyone is going off on Will Smith for smacking Chris Rock, Jada seems to think Rock's had it coming for a while now. Apparently, not only did she think that he deserved it, but also that it maybe should have come a little bit earlier than it did. Did Jada never like Rock? Did she tell Will to smack him? On Sunday the 27th of March, television history was made at the 94th Academy Awards. And while the show is usually stolen by amazing speeches, this time it was a whole new story. Will Smith stole the show and made the headlines on a global scale that night when he slapped Rock after the comedian made fun of Jada Pinkett Smith while presenting the award for Best Documentary. "Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it," he joked. After Rock's joke, Smith, who would go on to win Best Actor for his performance in King Richard, walked up to the stage and struck the comedian, leaving every single person watching stunned. When accepting his Best Actor award, a tearful Smith apologized for his actions to the Academy, but did not mention Rock in his speech. "I know to do what we do, you've got to be able to take abuse. You've got to be able to have people talk crazy about you," he said. "In this business, you've got to be able to have people disrespecting you, and you got to smile, and you got to pretend like that's okay."
Now, no. To do what we do, you gotta be able to take abuse. You gotta be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you gotta be able to have people disrespecting you.
While several people had a lot to say, Jada appears to think the slap was well-deserved, as Rock seems to have a history of trolling the actress. It dates way back to 2016, when Rock hosted the Academy Awards and was seemingly after Jada when he was delivering his monologue at the event, as he made jokes about her boycotting the ceremony because of a lack of diversity. Jada said she's not coming. Protest? I was like, isn't she on a TV show? Jada's going to boycott the Oscars? Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited, he said, prompting laughs from the audience.
Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
Rock also mentioned at the time that Pinkett Smith was mad her husband wasn't nominated that year for his role in Concussion. "It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated." "You're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?" he said, referencing one of Smith's biggest flops.
Jada's mad her man, Will, was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. That Will was this good and didn't get nominated. Yeah, you're right. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
After the ceremony, a lot of fans dissed Rock for his dig at the Smiths. And while there was no particular reaction from the Smiths themselves, some fans weighed in on what they thought should happen. One tweet in particular recently resurfaced and has completely taken over the internet since it came to light. In the tweet, Smith was specifically asking to punch Rock in the face, adding that the actor has no other choice. Will Smith has to punch Chris Rock in the face? He has no choice? Now, seeing as the prophecy has become reality, looks like Rock just might have taken things too far this time. Apparently, the comedian's joke hit too close to home, as referencing her bald head was a major no-no for the Smith family. The reason is that becoming bald wasn't a choice for Jada, as she's currently battling a serious medical condition, and although she's spoken about it in the past, it wasn't easy for her to open up to the world. "A lot of people have been asking about why I've been wearing turbans," Smith said. "Well, I haven't talked about it. It's not easy to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it." She went on, "It was terrifying when it first started." She said, "I was in the shower one day, and then just handfuls of hair in my hands. And I was just like, oh my God, am I going bald? It was one of those times in my life when I was literally shaking with fear."
I've been having issues with hair loss. And I'm gonna tell you, it was terrifying when it first started. You know, I was in the shower one day and then just handfuls of hair just in my hands. And I was just like, oh my God, am I going bald?
Seems Rock's jokes opened up some old wounds, and the Hancock star just couldn't bear it. And while his reaction was justified to some, to many, it was off-brand and overboard, even for Will Smith. At least that's what several fans and celebrities who have commented on the debacle have thought. One Reddit user wrote that Will handled things in the worst possible way, saying Will Smith blowing off the handle like that only caused more attention to Jada and the joke. If his real intent was to defend her or whatever, he did it in the worst way possible. Hell, a lot of people, myself included, didn't even realize she had alopecia until this went viral. Another user agreed with them, saying, "Oh my God, finally! Thank you for saying this. I said this and was dragged." Jada has in the past made comments that paints Will as someone who always has the need to have the spotlight on them. His action was to make himself look good, and that speech at the end was the cherry on top. However, Will later took to Instagram to publicly apologize to Rock for his actions against the comedian. Meanwhile, amid everyone giving their opinions on the matter, the woman at the center of it all has finally broke her silence. On Tuesday morning, Pinkett Smith shared her first post on social media since the incident took place 2 days prior. The actress posted a plain image on Instagram with the following text placed over it: "This is a season for healing, and I'm here for it." Pinkett Smith didn't include a caption, and she disabled comments on the post. Now, everyone is asking questions they can't ask in the comment section of the cryptic post. Is Jada's post implying Chris healing, or that the smack was deserved and has some sort of healing power for all the hurt Rock has been causing her? Tell us what you think down below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Hope to see you in the next one.